like another quick little episode here. So I ended up going back through and I added two other guys and then also added in one of their relievers and got the trade accepted. So I think that works out perfectly. I didn't have to give up any top prospects. I got a top prospect back for a position of need. I gave up a guy that was on an expiring contract next year. Although I did like Ortiz, I'm loaded at third base, so I really did not have the space for him long term. And then same with Grissom. He wasn't going to have a place in 2 years, so I feel that's a very even trade for both of us. And I could still leave him down for another year or two. So I feel like that is very good for me overall. And then I'm also going to look to see if I can't. I saw a couple other relievers that could be worth going after. Is there anything else top prospect wise? Both of those are Bs. The others, probably none of the others are worth it. Start pitch, left field and center field. So I figure I can also look to move him at some point in the near future as well. Because he's just going to be a lefty masher. And probably like a fourth outfielder, most likely. Long term. But I don't want to look to move him now. I would be open to moving him because it's far easier to just take a center fielder in the Rule 5 draft than it is to get a reliever. Let me see if they have another one. Because I might just look to try and grab like another C potential guy that they have. Because it never hurts. Let's see. So pretty much this entire little short episode will probably just be the off season and me. Okay, that was rejected. I don't even know. So I guess I need to add someone else. What else do they want? A left fielder? I don't think that's gonna work. Let me see if that would work. Okay, let's see if I get screwed here. We're still 22 games underneath the second place team, so there's no going back. Okay, we did not. Actually, hard to believe there. I don't think we're gonna have. I think we're gonna be close to 60 wins this coming year, so. Okay, that was still rejected. gonna assume that they need a reliever probably. So what are they looking for? Let's see here. Let's try that one. Look at that one. Right field. I would be open to this. Anybody? Oh, they got a lot of locked prospects. I mean, if they're willing to do that. There's a right fielder. I'm mostly, like I said, I'm just looking for some relievers I can trade for. Okay, we'll look at those. Offering the guys I do have. Okay, that was accepted. There goes Rosario, which is 100% okay. Ain't got no problem with that. That's actually a really high overall, too, for a 19-year-old, so that works perfectly for me. He's almost ready for the majors. Maybe try to just go after the one. Okay, who is available? Let's see any youngins. I don't think I have a lot of open spots, so this is where I'll probably take a reliever. So probably gonna take a right fielder since I just sent one off. Like that one. Also looking to trade off those ones. I'd probably take a left fielder too, because I am not bringing up weight, because I'm going to wait on him. Here's a 23-year-old. I did move my first baseman, so I also moved Von Grissom, so that looks like a good choice right there. Marco Vargas. We're gonna do that one. That way I don't have to bring up Alton. Yeah, another year or two, you should start seeing a lot more younger relievers show up in here. Okay, I think I'll do this. Oh, there we go, right there. 97, 65, C potential. 28, but good with that. It'll be faster if I do this. There's 25-year-old. Say this one probably. No, he only has D potential. There's 24-year-old. Let's go with this one. C potential. We can live with it. I don't know if I need any others, to be honest, but might do this one. Gonna have to do this one then. Oh yeah, he should be decent enough. I think I'm good. That should be enough. We probably still have an open spot or two, but I think we're good. Did they want someone else? Or was that the... That was the Cubs, right? I can't remember, to be honest. So, they wanted center field. Let me see. Again, just trying to add a few extra relievers to my team. More. Should be good. Okay, maybe this episode won't be that short. Matt Montano did not go. Okay, let me put... I don't know why you would be offering a reliever if you have to have a reliever back. There's actually a decent amount of season here. Let me see if I can send him off. See if that works. Trade rejected. So no. That one doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Still waiting on the other one. Also rejected. Okay, I'm not gonna do the Cubs again, so. See, the only other thing I can think to do... Are there any right fielders, potentially, I can go after? They're also... I mean, if they absolutely want him, why not? I don't think... Obviously, I don't have anything else, so... Besides, like, potentially sending off the Rule 5 guys from prior years. It's rejected. So I would need to add at least one more. Again, I would still do that. But this guy instead. Could try that. Nope. I'm gonna try one more, add in a second pitcher, and to be honest, we probably won't make any other trades if they don't want to do it, so. I mean, I could send off, those are Rule 5 guys, so. Let's try that. Quintera gets shipped out for Gutierrez. Still rejected. Wow. So they really don't want to give up Alvarez. Well, I guess that's fine. I tried. I don't want to give up any top prospect pitching. So the only other thing I kind of want to do now is look and see if I can get a pitcher or two. I would definitely prefer one that's closer. Go with this one. Starting pitching, relief pitching, and second base. That's unfortunate. That's not going to work for me. That was one of the top guys from the most recent draft. Center field, left field, and relief pitching. This one I would be willing to move Marbury for. 'Cause he would just end up being a bench bet for weight. What else do they want? A relief pitcher? Let's try that and see. Well, we'll start with just that. Oh my god, dude. How many players do they have on their roster? Where are the Cups? My goodness. They're only at 72. Well, that would make sense. So, let me try it again. I'll add 4 players and see if I can get them. I don't know why they're trying to trade people if they're not going to trade them. So would that get me him? Okay, it's still rejected, so they don't have enough players on their roster. So anything with them is a no-go. I want to go after a 21-year-old. Probably not. Okay, this was going to be a lot longer than I originally planned it to be. I want a younger guy, unfortunately. But if I'm going to go young, then it's going to be too low to really be effective to help me. I don't think there's any other top prospects up here, right? Correct. So the top 2 definitely can't get because of their current teams and not having what they're looking for. Let's see what Atlanta wants. Leaf pitcher, closing pitcher, and a left field. They're already over 2, so that's not going to go through either. Actually, let's just do the left fielder and see. That other stuff will probably be too much. taking them so long? Figures. So, from the looks of it, I don't think I'm gonna get anybody. It's pretty damn near impossible to get anybody away from anybody else. This is Cleveland. Pitcher, catcher, second base. Try those two and then this person, maybe. Probably won't do it either, but that wasn't even close to the right value. Well, I was able to make one trade at the very least, though. Can't complain too much. Shortstop, left field. Do I want to do a Ryu? $35. Yeah, nothing special, so let's see. That one's pretty close, though. Will that get it done? It might. Ellie signs with the Angels. Okay, they did take that. To give up both the two relievers I took in the Rule 5 last year. But the potential wasn't as good on these two. But I'm more than okay with this. They're much closer. I can live with that. And then last thing I'm going to look at is left field. Any other top prospects down here? No. Toronto's trying to get rid of a lot. Starting pitching, second base, and center field. How about that one? So they do it there. I guess they would only do it for Austin Riley. I guess I can't blame them. I tried. Oh well. We 2-1. He won that one. That one was rejected. That's okay. Okay, that should be it. Still not sure why it says he's in the AAA. Okay, he did sign his deal, so it was only for 11 years, I think. It was 11 or 10. I think that shows 10 right there, I think. So it should be 10 years, I believe. Which will take him through age 31. And then I can let him go after that. Depending on how he plays. Then Alton is not going to be up at least for 2 years. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to try and trade for anybody else. So, overall, that didn't go super, super great, but obviously I don't have a lot to trade. So, but that'll end this episode a little bit longer than I planned it to be, but I was only trying to show all the trades, which I did get a couple of them completed, so with I got a few new relievers. I do not remember all the names, but it looks a lot better potential and overall wise up in here, and age related. They are in much better shape than we were. We were able to pick up Von Kenny in a deal with some of the mid-70s Rule 5 draft picks, so I'm pretty happy with that. Even though, obviously, we drafted him last year, but that'll give him time to develop. Then, Angels. I would like to bring him up, but it's going to be a while yet. Then Alton Lopez, don't plan on bringing him up. Gonna try and keep Jernigan down at least. He'll probably be up in September, most likely. And I might bring up Landrum. This might be a good time to bring up Landrum. Since I still plan on using him as trade bait. Because he's just about there to land a big player. Or at least a top prospect that's on there anyway. Probably for a top starting pitcher, most likely. But that's going to end this one. See if we can leave the rest of these. And we'll see you in the next episode.